Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in Crossbound, and we are mopping up a whole bunch of support quests, I believe, before we head on out and we figure out what's going on with stuff. Because, you know, I always remember everything between episodes. I found Vald at the Long Inn. Hey there, Kip, James, Matthew, Solaris. Hello. Oh, it's you guys. Hey, Vald. You come here often? Lloyd with that Lloyd unintentionally using a pickup line. We just started this stream, man. Pretty much. Owner's got some annoying old dude, but the grub's decent. Not to mention, their waitress is pretty friggin' sexy. You know what I'm saying? Well, this stream is not gonna be monetizable. Oh, I most definitely do. On that, at least, we can agree. Seriously, guys? Show some decorum for once in your life, Randy. Gotta love how the Sabres will not give me a single... Yeah, the Saber Vipers will not give me a single benefit of a doubt. Every single time I come, they're like, what is the Caps doing here? So what was the... Let me see. What was the mission? We're looking for ingredients for new fish, or a long lao. Shan-Shan. Which one of y'all is Shan-Shan? I'm guessing this is Shan-Shan. Welcome to Long Lao. Shan-Shan, I presume. We're here to discuss your support request. Wow, you're here already? Oh, thank goodness. Ain't she a cutie? I think fishing for ingredients was the name of your request. Work's work, but it is me. Or is it me? Or does the SSS get sent out a lot of fetch quests? You're starting to become self-aware. You're not wrong, but it really is out of our control. James beat Kingdom Hearts 3 on critical mode. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 can be a real slapper. Does that include Zora? I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I need this done as soon as possible. We had a customer suddenly come in this morning and make a reservation bigger than our stock can handle. We tried to buy some fish from the marketplace, but even they were running low on the good stuff. We're gonna need odd jobbers to tackle this one for us. Sorry, what was that now? I do believe odd jobber is an add description of our work. All I know is I spoke with the Bracer Guild receptionist, and he told me he'd set up something up for me. There weren't any braces available, but he mentioned a group of odd jobbers that would be willing to help. Aren't you the ones he was referring to? So, it's that damn receptionist's fault, eh? The worst part is he's not completely wrong. Still feels bad to hear it, though. However, Lloyd is a proficient fisherman, so I believe we are more than capable to accept her request. After all, she does appear to be in need. Yeah, I think you're right, Tio. Let's do it then. Really? That's such a relief. This dish calls for a fish that's both slender and long. The reservation is for 5 people, so we need 5 of that same type of fish. 5 doesn't seem like a whole lot. Then again, to fish up a certain amount... Is this where I got all the eels from? Slender and long eels? If you had trouble catching a specific type of fish, then I guess we could settle for something else. However, whatever kind of fish you end up bringing, we definitely need 5 of the same kind. Got it? To recap, you want 5 long and slender fish. If we fail to catch them, then you'll set up for another fish, as long as they're identical. Okay, I think we got it. We'll fish them up and bring them to you. Thank you so much. I'm counting on you. Quest fishing for ingredients. No, Shanshan wants... Is that a fandom thing? She wants herself some octopi. She wants to have sweat balls. KH3 Proud was equal in difficult to KH2 Normal. You were expecting critical to be equal to KH2 Proud mode. Got Sora Must Die difficulty. Nice. So, it's 5 eels, yes? Yeah, because I don't know any other fish that are long and slender. Too late. There's where the eels come in, yes? Alright. Ooh, these are the long and slender ones we need. These would go great with a rice dish. Wow, you even brought me 5 of them. Really okay for me to have these? Take them from me. They're a constant reminder of what I had to go through to get them. Thank you. Now we got enough ingredients to last the night. You were able to bring our usual fish, so I'm sure our customers will be delighted. Here, I'd like to give these a thank you. Terrible. Actually, there's a recipe I want to give you. You interested? Fierce Tiger Fried Rice. Are you telling me? This is the secret recipe to our delicious fried rice. You plan to make this alongside the fish tonight. Hope you guys use it too. Thank you. We'll gladly accept it. Good luck with tonight. We're rooting for you. Yep, thanks for your help, odd jobbers. You weren't able to clear up the misunderstanding by the looks of it. No dialogue and items, but recipe and novel number 4 in Ellie's house on level 5 from Bird on the 2nd floor of the Belguard Gate. And I do believe I have all that. Yeah, I have books number 4 and 5. One recipe and novel form number 4 in Ellie's house. Yeah, I have everything in that reminder. So I think it's just a matter of me going through these support requests. Let's report. I held on to these fish for days. They were fresh. My pockets keep eels fresh. Alright, next support request. Ah, yes, Testaments training. We get to beat 'em up again. And the downtown. Of the quests, only one has missable detective points. So yeah, if I gave her anything but eels, I'm guessing that would have been missable detective points. Pretty obvious which one that is from reading all my scans because these people have names. They do! Whoa, isn't it pretty risky to buy up those kind of goods? Ah, not really. I only dabble in goods that easily sell. Looks like they're in the middle of a conversation. Ashley stayed up drinking the night away. Oh, you're here. You requested we come, didn't you? Sounds like you want us to train the Testaments. That's a bit of a risky request, don't you think? What makes you so sure that we train a bunch of delinquents anyway? Not only that, but I was expecting to see Vazi's name on the request. Was this all your idea? You meant to the remaining ones, as in the one I'm about to do. Oh, really? So if I lose to them, I lose DP? That's... doesn't seem like a very complicated way to avoid missing out. I believe you misunderstood the request. Give me a moment. I will explain the details. It's not particularly complicated. I would like to request a lesson in the art of self-defense for our members. What? You want to be taught self-defense? The hell? You plan on using our teachings in your brawls? Again, please do not misunderstand the request. Let us suppose that the Mafia assaults us. When you say the Mafia, are you referring to Ravachi or Heiyue? Yes. Is this all related to the increased tensions between them? We've noticed them getting into more fights lately. I've heard they've even engaged in some gunfights. Luckily, it doesn't seem to be frequent. Precisely. The downtown district also happens to be in the line of fire at times. There's a warehouse district nearby filled with abandoned buildings and empty plots of land that they frequently use for their skirmishes. I'm not pleased with the situation we've been placed in. Thus, fueling your desire to learn self-defense, it only makes sense to be cautious, given that one of your members was so badly injured in the past. It all makes sense then. I'm glad you catch on quickly. Ozzy is typically tasked with giving our members lessons in combat. However, his fighting style is too unique. Requires a flexible body and a strong affinity for it. Hence why we've come to you, Lloyd Bannings. The abilities you've displayed boast offensive prowess, while being simple enough to learn. Well, you're all gonna have to learn how to use Tone Fuzz. May I humbly request you once again show our members your skills in a real test of combat. Naturally, I don't expect them to master it in a day. However, having first-hand experience would be good incentive to try picking it up. I'm glad the request doesn't have any nefarious intentions. Agreed. I take no issues in accepting the request. What are your thoughts, Lloyd? A lesson in self-defense, Wouldn't necessarily call what I do self-defense. Rather, they're restraint techniques taught at the police academy. Is that still fine with you? Indeed. Since this is merely for training purposes, I also have no objections towards you bringing your comrades along the battle. Let's go. Now that we've heard your circumstances, we have no reason to refuse your request. Not only that, but this is a good opportunity for me to brush up on my skills. Figures you'd say that. May have some trouble taking them all on at once, Lloyd. Don't forget you got us to take some of that heat off you. For sure, I'll be counting on you guys to back me up. It's settled then. Everybody, assemble! Hell yeah! We got the Blue Jacket Avengers here. The Testaments will now engage in a series of practice fights with the SSS. Yes, sir! Testaments training started. The objective is a 4-on-4 battle. Testaments will fight in their special support section with all their might. Right. Let's see what those self-defense techniques you cops are so proud of. In return, we'll show you the full power of the Testaments. If you don't take this seriously, you'll get beaten to a pulp. Prepare yourselves. You guys got spunk, I'll give you that. We'll put our skills to the test and see how we can control the tide of battle. Better not hold back, or it could hardly be called training. Let's give them everything we got. Right. Roger. Let the battle begin! I just realized that the soundtrack is called Arrest the Criminal. Alright, we are going to analyze you. This. Alright, Vess, you've been marked for bullying. Sure. Let's see, you can go ahead and encourage the rest. You can analyze. Let's see, so that's this. As all kinds and long. Damn! They can actually do damage. Uh-oh. I hope they don't constantly miss me and actually knock themselves out with counterattacks. That'd be hilarious. Alright, Azul and Vess, we've got... Next is Liang. That's one down. Ah! Down you go. Let's see. I'll go ahead and crash bomb so I can speed this up. And... Let's see, Liang, Gazelle, and Kynes. Anyways, get the asses. There we go. Can I rail cannon him? Hell yeah, I can! Brave Smash! Where you going, Randy? Don't get too cocky! Damn. Well. Did I get 2 battle scopes from that? Nice. Randy alone could probably take this group down, both in lore and gameplay-wise. Yeah, that sounds about right, based off of what we just experienced. I think this is enough. Is everyone okay? You got us good. You're certainly a force to be reckoned with. How come we couldn't take you down with a relentless assault like that? I forgot why they're all gangster voices. It's all thanks to the techniques we learned to restrain a target. They're difficult to master, but can prove very effective on small groups once you get the hang of them. A detective has to not only protect himself, but also those around him. Yes, the technique called Flash Grenade! Boom! We undergo extensive training to stay calm, no matter the level of stress. You'd all do well to train how to protect yourselves, too. I suppose you cops aren't all talk. Let that be a lesson learned for us. These guys are not gangsters. Real gangsters are people like Garcia and the boys. May have been defeated this time, but I feel like I can take them on next time. Huh. All it took was a little bit of roughhousing to get them to cozy up to us. We could have maybe gone a bit easier on them, though. Oh well, it'll be a good learning experience for them. I do not suspect there'll be any problems based on their demeanor. Bullshit. Uh-oh. Is this gonna be a multi-part training exercise? The Saber Vipers? Why did they come here? What's up with you guys? What kind of cops break out in a fight in the middle of the downtown district? Those blue bastards look like they got their asses handed to them. Would you just say, you're the last people I want to hear that from? You want a piece of us? We'll take you on right here and now. Yeah, cool. Something I want to get straight first. That was the meaning of all this. You called us out here for a fight, didn't you? You wanted to take us on 4 against 4 without our leaders getting involved. I'm used to your holier-than-thou shtick, but now you're fooling around with the damn cops. You've arrived at just the right time. Let us begin the duel between the SSS and the Saber Vipers. Eh? Wait, what? What the hell do you mean by that? Use this opportunity to learn some much-needed self-defense techniques. You'll need the training to protect yourselves against the Mafia. What better way to learn is there than to fight? So what you're saying is, the cops are out here to train us? Get a load of this guy. He's out of his damn mind. How are they gonna train us? Must be tripping. And nothing a bunch of useless cops can teach us. Taking lessons from that stupid shithead squad? Nice joke. As is your interpretation of the acronym SSS. Let's show them that the Vipers can wipe the floor with some no-good pigs. Let's kick their asses. I'm gonna beat them into the ground. Hold on, this is what we had planned. Actually, forget it. They're not going to listen to us. You sure fighting them back-to-back is a good idea? Got a plan? Not much we can do other than fight. Ellie, Tio, are you going to be alright? Yes, I'll manage. Seconded. We will go all out if we must. I think we'll have to if we want to come out on top, so don't hold anything back. Take your places, Special Support Section. Saber Vipers. Let the battle commence! Alright, I think Slash, Jed, Huey, and Cookie. Let's see, first of all, we are going to encourage. And James says, more scanning! Which is absolutely correct. More scanning! Slash, very simple-minded and can lose his temper easily. Alright. Time for you guys to lose all of your health over counterattacks. Nice. Let's see. So we got Slash. Jed is pretty banged up, so let's get him out of the way. I think I landed like one hit on him. Everything else was me counterattacking him. You poor man. Yeah, that was Jeb. Jeb absolutely taking those L's. Huey. Oh. Gee, why does Mom let you have 2 turns in a row? Oh well. Cookie! Get plugged. Whew. Made it by the skin of our teeth. Shit. Damn cops. Oh, Jed. Not Jeb. You kidding me? How the hell we lose to them? We're no better than those blue bastards. I don't believe this. You're telling me we're just as weak as those hooded freaks? That's what you're concerned about? They really are sworn rivals. Let me state one thing. The Testaments will never falter the likes of those Saber Viper scum. You imbeciles lack the mental capacity to outwit us. You said it. They can't hope to compete with us. The hell was that? You asking for an ass-kicking. Yo asking for an ass-kicking. Everyone, calm down. You're all far too quick to anger. It seems you all still have plenty of energy to spare. Let us engage in combat one final time. Eh? All 8 versus us? Another battle? Rules are simple. Whoever is able to bring the police officers to their knees first will be deemed victorious. Are these terms agreeable for everyone? This is ridiculous! Why do you keep dragging us further into this? Is it not obvious? The only way to truly take this seriously is if you feel like your life is on the line. Let's get him! You better not hold us back! It's on! I'll take him down! This isn't looking good. I don't think we can take them all on like this. We ain't going down without a fight. Alright, let the battle commence! Oh boy. We're in trouble. Let's go ahead and encourage ourselves. Let us... Oh, we healed up fully. Very nice. Very cool. Let's see. I can use a dark matter preemptively. Ah, man. Let's aim it down this way because they're all probably going to be moving closer to me. And I'm guessing that they all are now scanned. Yeah, they're all now scanned, so I can actually use TO to fight. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. Crash Bomb is great until you face enemies who resist blind more often than not. By that point, though, I should be using arts to murder-lize things. Crash Bomb and Dark Matter, this shouldn't be hard. You are, you're not wrong. Alright, let's see here. Flashbang! Uh-oh. Well, here we go. The enemies are now all gathered up. Oh, so satisfying. The sound of them all going down. Oh. Let's see. Beams, Amber, Analyze. Not tap them. I can imagine that one of them slowly rose up from the pile and was like, "We ain't done yet," and then Ellie quickly went, No, you're down. Stay down! S-tablet, relax it. More battle scopes, smoke grenade, and cooling spray. Ugh. It's over. We are victorious. That was intense. I can't believe they took all of us on at the same time. Damn it. How'd they beat us? Do you understand now? Relying on brute force alone isn't enough to carry you through a fight. You possess a strong defense, but your defense is far too lacking. To put it in simpler terms, you're all inexperienced. Nani? Why is this dude lecturing us all of a sudden? Beats the hell out of me. You guys are pretty strong. I wouldn't mind teaching you the basics. What do you say? Would you like to learn some of our defense tactics? Hell nah! I ain't getting taught by no stinking pigs. We're leaving, boys. Yeah! That big dude always sounds like he's so full of it. I don't get him. Like I'd ever listen to him. As dim-witted as ever. I doubt they grasp the techniques even if they tried their whole lives. Yeah, I hear you. They completely tossed aside a valuable learning experience. Well, I'm just glad you guys got something out of it. That makes what we did here worth it. Agreed, though I must admit I'm pretty exhausted. We'll be taking our leave, if you'll excuse us then. If you'd like to take a rest, our bar is open to you. I hope that exercise served as an adequate training for you as well. Huh? Wait, what? The battle is over. Let us withdraw. Yes, sir. Abbas planned this all from the start, didn't he? He even managed to get the Saber Vipers to play along. Certainly seems that way. He managed to play us like a fiddle, huh? Screw that guy. Indeed, I am utterly exhausted. However, the delinquents may straighten their attitude as a result of his speech. You're right. We managed to accomplish our goal, too. I think it's safe to say we've wrapped up everything we need to do. Let's head out. Ready when you are. Woo! Who's this? Sister Atina. Police are getting in a fight with a group of delinquents. It was self-defense lessons. You should never resort to violence. We're teaching them through mock battles. Is that what this is all about? My mistake, then. Able to open your hearts to these ruffians? I must learn from your example. Saved us a scolding, too. Alright. You know what we have to do now? We gotta report. More bonus depot! When I got promoted, I was presented with a justice coin as a reward for my performance. Justice coin, huh? What's a justice coin? Symbolizes justice, grasp it, and harden your resolve. Everybody's got their straw hats. But who would really represent justice? How fitting for today? Assuming we progress far enough in the time given. Well then, let's keep it moving. First of all, everyone pile into Lloyd's bed. Alright, next request. We got... Okay, so the rare herb retrieval, East Crossbell Highway monster extermination, sleeping doctor. Let's do the monster extermination. East Crossbell Highway monster extermination. Wonder how far out this monster is gonna be. Alright. That's what I've been dealing with all today. About in the middle of the week, I started getting a chest pressure, and getting a little bit of sleep apnea, and now I'm starting to get coughs and a little thing in the back of my throat, and I'm absolutely sweating right now. So chances are that I'm probably gonna come down with something, and might be canceling a stream or two in the future, assuming I am put out of commission for an extended period of time. What's a justice coin? That's simple. It's justice coin. Hello, moderator Katone. Justice Lloyd Easy. Alright. The thing is, a badge featuring the police emblem, that is Lloyd to a T. It prevents seal. Let's give him the justice coin. And who is going to have the police badge? Well, Ellie should have the long barrel. It's important for all of our firearms users to have long barrels. The gladiator headband should go to the arts spammers. Even though, technically, Tio uses arts more than anybody else. If I get sick, can I get sick on Saturday? You mean next week? Alright, so the monster extermination. It's gonna be all the way in my path. So let's just keep... This is the East Crossbell Highway. Unless this is one of those where you have to go out of your way to find it. Yes, next Saturday. Not right now. Well, it's kind of one of the reasons why we started so late tonight. Can I kill all these guys? I can! I've been missing out on free sympathy. Bullying! What in the world? Ellie's got some range. Really using the fact that she's a sniper. Oh. Gotta be joking me. How much Sepith do I get? I do get a significant amount of Sepith for doing the battle, but at the same time, the battle actually takes a couple of seconds. As opposed to double tapping everything. Let me see here. Now, in which direction is the monster to be slain? Towards Armorica or towards the gate? Hopefully these are mere cold symptoms and not anything worse. Don't want to go to the emergency room. That was expensive enough the first time. Oh. Looks like the enemies have leveled up. More Sepith! You know, maybe I should look at the help quest. East Crossbell Highway. Okay. No specification on which part of the highway. Oh! Oh! Would you look at that? The mark is actually marked on the map. Thank you for little favors. God dang. Large monster prowling around. Let's get him. Alright, we got Savage Horns. Let's go ahead and encourage. Analyze. A Savage Water Buffalo monster, once it begins its charge, is nearly unstoppable. Then take away its credit card. Weak to fire, resistant to earth. Reasonable. You're resistant to Crash Bomb. You are not resistant to Crash Bomb. Oh, dearie me. Ah, but they got special techniques and Ellie's almost dead. What the heck? They really bullied her. Let me see here. Ah. Fa! Yeah, they got techniques, I guess, which override the blind. Alright, let's see here. Well, we can yeah. We can... yeah, we can salamander. Yeah, get some dots on you. Let's summon Sight. Nice. Why'd I waste a Sepith upturn on Crash Bomb? What is the optimal play for a Sepith upturn on Randy? Because you tell me right now, I will follow through with it. Damn! Ellie was really thrown for a loop, wasn't she? Alright. Geo, you can start with the arts. Gathering you guys up is going to be really handy for using salamanders and brave strikes. These guys hit hard. Nice. Right now the optimal play is restarting the game. Don't actually do that, please. S-Break so Lloyd can Tiger Charge. I got you. Power Smash! I keep forgetting that Dark Matter is not a viable play because of how much how many resources it takes. More soul blurs! So I guess Ellie can also join in on the soul blur spam. Firebolt! Heat wave! Damn! 203 is not nothing. Dang, that burn actually does some good damage. Especially since these enemies were resistant to physical. That burn was a free physical hit every single turn. Exterminated a wanted monster. Hell yeah, brother. I guess that's all for this area. By the time I've upgraded all the slots, I'll have around 800 apes. Dark matter costs almost nothing to that pool. Reasonable. More Sepith. I'm guessing I don't want to upgrade all of my slots all the way yet. Still some time to work my way up to Time Sepith, and I want to save all my Action 3s. And then I want to save all my Time Sepith for that, before full upgrades. Running. First of all, heal. Oh, report and heal. More deeps. But I already got my level up. I already got my promotion, so it'll be a while until we get another one. Alright, next request. Let's see, the rare herbs and the oversleeping doctor. Well, both of these are at the hospital. And where in gosh's name is the hospital? Ursula Road. Alright, and the two people were... Heading over to St. Ursula's. Okay, so first floor. Second floor. So internal medicine and the second floor. Well, time to start running around talking to everybody. Medical offices. What's Dr. Gailey have to talk about? Kynes' father. Interesting. Talking about the chief. I can get a free Action 3 during Chapter 4, and always buy another Action 2 to trade 5 of them for another Action 3. So you're really only saving for 2 Action 3s and an extra Action 2. Reasonable. There we go. Can I really trust them to come all this way for a quest like that? Perhaps I should have asked the Bracer Guild after all. Either way, I don't particularly want to empty my wallet for such a simple errand. Hard to get a word in edgewise. Excuse me, sir. We're from the Crossbell Police Department, Special Support Section. Oh, you came? I have been waiting for you. Come now, take a seat. Thanks, but we're alright. Standing's just fine. Would you mind explaining the details of your support request, Doctor? No, yes, of course. My request is simple, really. I need you to retrieve a certain herb that we use in our internal medicine lab. It's called the lupinus grass. Sadly, it's become something of a rarity these days. Lupinus? As in the Lupinus River, which flows through Crossbell City's harbor? Could be. You want us to find the grass ourselves and bring it back here? No, not exactly. All I need from you is to obtain some of from the Crossbell Cathedral. They should have a small reserve supply of the herb. Archbishop Eralda has already agreed to my request, so I'd like for you to go there as my representative and pick it up. I'd go myself normally, but I'm a bit preoccupied at the moment. I think we can oblige Dr. Largo. You said Archbishop Eralda of the Crossbell Cathedral? That's him! Thanks for the help. Get back here right away. Alright, now we go to the second floor. Oh. I found the person first try. You here already? If only the chief was that diligent. So, I heard your chief Ursuline has gone missing. Would you mind telling us the details? Of course. If it was just that she was late like always, it wouldn't be a problem. But being late every day is bad enough on its own, I think. That's not very convincing coming from you, Randy. But when Marone went to check on her in the dormitory, Chief Ursuline wasn't in there. Indeed, there aren't any house visits planned for today, so she shouldn't have had any reason to go out. We've looked everywhere in the hospital, but she's nowhere to be found. Strange, isn't it? She didn't leave a note behind or anything? No, nothing that stood out, but one of the nurses said she looked a bit troubled a little while ago. So you're saying she might have gotten caught up in some kind of trouble? I don't know about that. I didn't notice anything for what it's worth. But it's possible, I suppose. Caught up in some trouble. Still, it would be bad if something did happen to her, so could you help us search for her? Of course! I can't refuse you. You accept the support request. Thanks. We appreciate all the help we can get. Maybe we can start by talking to the other nurses and doctors here. There may be someone who knows that some details I don't. Marone might know something. Lloyd! You took on the investigation into Chief Ursuline? Yeah, but we haven't found anything yet. I see. I'm a bit worried. Cecile, if you have any ideas, would you tell us? Of course. Recently, she's looked concerned about something. Concerned? She's always so carefree, but she's looked dispirited for a few days. Her job is to research medical equipment, but it seems it's not going as she hoped. I heard Dr. Gailey has been telling her to hurry up and send in a report too. Dismayed that her research isn't going well, she runs away. That's one possible explanation, perhaps. You can't say for sure at this point, but it's one possibility to consider. Shall we continue? Wait. We don't know for sure that she ran away, Cecile. Personally, I don't think the chief is at the hospital. Why's that? See, you can't sleep inside the hospital itself, you know. Dr. Gailey in particular has been nagging a lot lately. Maybe she just went somewhere where she could sleep better. There's also a possibility that she might have run away or gotten involved in something. She does space out a lot, so kidnapping her wouldn't be too hard. But once they've kidnapped her, then what? And she's not the kind of person who'd run away like that. Well, it's for the best if nothing has happened to her. Lloyd, you found the chief yet? Not yet. Looking for information now. Can you tell us anything? Anything I know? I know! Do you remember something? Yep, she told me earlier. There's a lot of modern equipment here, but there are hardly any books or research materials. I wanted to do some research, but I couldn't make any progress at all. That's what she said. So surely she's on a journey to find books, don't you think? The Crossbell Library? That doesn't seem to be much relevance to this case. It could still be. Books, huh? Anything in your mind, Lloyd? Let's continue the investigation. Let's see what our notes say. Research materials. Could that be true? So... should I go back to the Crossbell Library? Or should I keep on... start looking around here? Oh, disturbs my slumber. Ah. I mean... you mean I could? Are you telling me that's the answer, or that you want me to find out? Because I will do it. Talking about finding books? Oh, we're not done with the investigation yet. Never mind. I don't think we'll find anything in the inn. The quest is just following your intuition. Guessing I have to talk to just about everyone on floor 2. The impatient having a good sleep. Ah, information? Ah, Lloyd, any clue to the chief's whereabouts? No, not yet. We're currently investigating inside the hospital. Did she pass through here this morning? No, not that I saw. So not since I got here, at least. Though I have been here since 7 o'clock. So you don't know what happened here before 7? Yes, Clark and I check in at 7 in the morning. So if she passed here before 7, nobody would know. I'm literally just going around and talking to people. Which is basically every quest in Daybreak. And just like 95% of the Final Fantasy XIV MSQ. These quests have the best writing in the series. Nice. But I don't think that's likely. Her waking up before 7 is unthinkable! Inconceivable! A hardcore sleepyhead, I take it. I'm worried about the chief. Find her quickly! It's unfathomable how hard they dropped the ball in terms of quest writing between Daybreak 1 and 2. I see. Am I allowed to leave now or nah? Nope. Guess we really are just talking to everybody, including Gailey. Good grief, the chief is just troubled. If only she didn't choose such a busy time to disappear. Even if she got in an accident, I don't think she would do so on purpose. Chief Ursuline, where did you go? You really get scolded so much? You can't stay a student forever, things like that. She's rather loose as your reprimands just go one ear out the other. She did take offense inwardly. Interesting. And Dr. Largo is currently in his own quest mode, so he won't have anything to say. Let's see, talk to all the nurses. Ah, Here we go. Not all of them. Believe we got a problem. No one's seen her Chief Ursuline. Is she oversleeping again? We don't know yet. Is that surprising? The Chief is always oversleeping, isn't she? Why is everybody panicking? Possible she ran away. Cerrone, are you an airhead? Is it Cerrone? Is it Corone? Alright, anybody on the 3rd floor want to talk to me? Dr. Gwenter talking about the festival and fishing. I'm keeping an eye on you, Dr. Gwenter. You have a portrait, and you have a very kindly disposition. Alba really broke my ability to trust. Not likely, even. Ah, Representative Gable. Hey, and it's Shizuku. Is that you, Special Support Section? We didn't even open our mouths yet. I thought I recognized the sound of those footsteps. I can remember the footsteps of distinct people, like you and Cecile, quite well. You can tell who we are just from our footsteps? That's really impressive. Heh, I'm glad you think so. But to tell you the truth, every individual has their own way of walking. For example, bracers who come to visit me often, like my father, walk as if they are always on guard. Yes, we sound pretty vulnerable then. How demoralizing. Chin up, you two. Anyone is going to see outclassed when compared to someone like Arios. The research ward. Hello. The janitor. Did you do something to the chief? And did you do it with the candlestick? In the library? Oh, this is the inn. Well, might as well search the entire place top to bottom. The whole facility. Chief Ursuline. Now that you mention it, she was troubled by something. Troubled? Do you know what sort of trouble? Only a bit. She said it's a problem that can't be solved at the hospital. This may be related to the case. Oh! So we finally got a tidbit that she might not be at the hospital. I think that opens up my ability to leave. Or at least it's part of it. Really does oversleep every single day, or a job to wake her up every day. Must have gotten into an accident or something. So maybe she was traveling back to Crossbell, and she needs assistance? It's entirely possible. A menu full of brain food. Antibacterial mask prevents poison. Like fine wine, that one. Ah, we finally have all the pieces. Half the portraits in this game did not exist in the original version. I can't rely on portraits as a signal of relevance. You really think Roy and Mei Ling have plot relevance? They have plot relevance in my heart. A quarter of the portraits were added to Azure. A quarter of them were still blank faces. It's very amusing to see who I am and I'm not suspicious of. To be completely honest, I mean to be suspicious of everybody, but I don't always remember to do this to every single NPC. For example, Brayson and receptionist Michelle didn't have a portrait in the Switch version of Zero, but it did in Azure. The Bracer's not named Bright or McLean. Nothing. Interesting. No one in the hospital has seen a single trace of her, so it's not inside then. Problem is, where is she? Oh yeah, the guard. The institution is guarded around the clock. The guard at the gate might know something. The fact that the receptionists clock in at 7, and so they wouldn't know anything that happened before 7, is such an Ace Attorney thing. Like, later on, someone would get videotapes of something that happened at 4 a.m. or something, and that would reveal, but the tapes were actually faked, except they weren't faked, they were just, someone was staging something in front of them to make it look like something else. Because that's just how those go, huh? It is in the special support section. Your face looked flustered. Anything you need? Yeah, the thing is... I see. If it's she personally you're looking for, I did see her leave this morning. I knew it! So, do you know where she went? She left with the earliest bus, but she looked really lost in thought and didn't even return my greeting. I see. Thank you very much. Seems there's conclusive evidence that she took the bus. And in doing so, her destination must have been Crossbell City. On that note, we should return to the city too. Is it the library? Are you really going to the library? Or maybe there's going to be some other scene inside the bus. The bus is a whole lot bigger on the inside, isn't it? If she's not there when we arrive, we'll have to launch a full-scale investigation. Crossbell's way too big to just search aimlessly. How should we do this, Lloyd? Do you have any choice? We'll have to ask around. There's a lot of people, so chances are high that someone's seen her. Normal day for a police officer. Just investigate until our souls are worn down. What a pain. Let's hope we can find her with our souls intact, yeah? That aside, where should we begin? Let's start near the bus stop. Station Street is right next to it, so the number of witnesses should be greatest there. Let's hop to it, shall we? Alright. Her husband fell in love with Liberal when he went to watch the martial arts competition 2 years ago. He's a bad influence, because I can't constantly wonder what kind of place Liberal is. I'm gonna enjoy this to the best of my ability. There we go, Station Street. Damn. We really just took this man and we cornered him against... We cornered him against the fence. We're just like, listen up, have you seen Chief Ursula? Lloyd holds him over the fence. Where's Ursula? Yeah, I might have seen her this morning. Why are we physically cornering him against a drop-off point? You'd think we would just be like, on the street comfortably, facing left and right. Not like we found him. This is looking like a scene from The Fugitive, this blocking. Really? Where was she heading? Well, she looked kind of tired. She was heading toward the central square. She's looking unsteady on her feet, so it stuck with me. I see. Thank you very much. Next will be Central Square, then. Let's go! Right above the train tracks, too. Exactly. I mean, it's that one scene in Final Fantasy VII. The passerby is just gonna jump off and hit you right on one of the trains. The Balloon Man! Aw, man. I was hoping the Balloon Man would help us out. Of course! Kate, the doctor wearing a lab coat. Now that you mention it, I did see a person like that during my morning rounds. If I remember correctly, she was walking toward the administrative district. The administrative district? A lab coat, now that you mention it. The first customer this morning was indeed wearing a lab coat. Oh, she sells juice, but she's about to spill the tea. Seems like she had some business at the library, but she was too early. Library wasn't open yet, so she came by my stall for something to eat. Wait a minute, don't you only sell juice here? Yeah, she did seem quite disappointed, but I'm hungry. So I told her there are food stalls at the Harbor District, and she unsteadily set off in that direction. Seems she went to the Harbor District. Should we follow her? That's strange. She had business at the library. Wasn't her destination the library all along? Seems so. To the Harbor District! Did she get herself some top ramen? Doctor in a lab coat, she bought some of my noodles. Looked really hungry, she did. Sat on that bench over there to eat. After that, I don't know, sorry. I was giving my all making noodles for the next customer. I see, thank you very much. Bench. Did you say bench? The combination of bench and ice cream will always be cursed. Person in a lab coat, I saw a person like that, sitting on that bench eating something. After she finished eating, one of those delinquent kids showed up and said something to her. I think he was wearing blue. Eh? Must be talking about the Testaments. What business would she have with the Testaments? Well, damn, AQ. You're not wrong, but damn. It's possible the Testaments are having some kind of trouble. You watched them for a while. They went toward the pier, saying something about being too public. Something's going on. The pier. They're not Ravache. I hope he didn't put her in cement. They wouldn't do that. Let's continue asking around. Okay, the pier is right there. A doctor in a lab coat and a youngster in blue. Hi, they were here. They were trying to be being discreet about it. They were trying to be being discreet about it. Is that grammatically correct? Kind of feels like it is grammatically correct, just not intuitive. But the doctor gave something to the youngster. It was white and looked like it might be some sort of chemical. Chemical? You don't think it's illegal drugs, do you? Dang it. Between this and the herb stuff, we're dealing in a whole lot of MJ, aren't we? Using her position as doctor, she could easily get a hold of some strong stuff. By the way, where did the two go afterwards? Well, after a few words of parting, they each went their own way. Where those ways led them, I don't know. Completely lost the trail. Seems she wasn't thrown in, at least. Let's go and ask the Testaments. Boy, feels like we just met with you. Long time no see, Blue Boys. Got any business or just here for a chat? We're here on business, I'll be straight to the point. You even went out of your way to come here of all places. Well, that's how it is. If you know anything, we'll be glad to hear. The one who met with our friend in white was most likely one of my fellow Testaments. Try talking to Azel at the counter. You may find it enlightening. Using that sort of drugs is simply prohibited. Nothing to gain from those, you know. You might find a talk with Azel enlightening. What do you want? Do you police dogs have any business here? Thing is... Oh yeah, I did meet with Ursuline at the pier. Heard you got something from her. You even found out that much. Yeah, actually, it's a painkiller. A painkiller? Yeah, my injuries have healed, but the migraine just won't stop. While I was hospitalized, I was prescribed this medicine. I told them I don't have any mirror, but to think she'd go this far. I felt bad about getting the medicine without even paying for it, you know. So that's what's going on. Seems our hypothesis of her selling illegal drugs to delinquents has been disproven. Then what did she come to Crossbell for? Why, you guys are here looking for Ursuline? She says she was heading to the library. She might have looked something up. An easy enough explanation. Even on a fool's errand throughout the city. I had to figure it out from the very beginning. Uh-oh. Or are we too late? Has Ursuline already picked up what was needed? Oh. Guys? Do you think this is Chief Ursuline? How hard are those benches? To just post up and fall asleep in public on a wooden bench? Ursuline is built different, you guys. Hey, Kaylee, don't get so mad. She looks quite relaxed. She doesn't even know what a pain she's being. Oi, Chief, wake up! Yes, Dr. Daly. I'm not sleeping. Call me Bay, cause I just caught you slipping. Still love me, though. Huh? A dream? And you are? Special Support Section. We have been tasked to solve the disappearance of one Chief Ursuline. What? I've disappeared? Nobody's seen a trace of you this whole morning. It's a reasonable conclusion, I'd say. That's ridiculous. I've got the day off today. If I think really, really hard, maybe it was tomorrow? Oh dear! Every single time we get massive text, it's gold. I was one day off for my day off. That's what we refer to as a no-call, no-show. Get ready for a pip, Chief Ursuline. I'm glad to hear that you understand the situation. Sorry, my bad. I just wanted to pop by the library for a second, but it seems I caused a huge misunderstanding. You know, there are barely any books in the hospital. It's hard to do any research. So I thought I'd spend my next day off reading at the library. Seems Philia hit the nail right on the head. And by proxy, so did I. I'm smart, chat. Do you agree with me? Don't answer that. A journey to find books, indeed. I can't believe that's what it was. Anyway, the people at the hospital are worried about you. How about we go back to the hospital together? Let's do that. You think they'll be angry at me? I don't know. You should be prepared for that eventuality. I'm gonna be subjected to one of Gailey's lectures, aren't I? Is it Gailey or Guiley? And then we were finally able to find her. I'm back? Oh, Chief, everyone's been so worried. But I'm glad you're okay. Cecile, you're too kind. Isn't there anything you should say before laughing this whole thing off? Ursuline! Oh no, Dr. Gilly, don't make such a scary face. One should be overjoyed at a student's safe return. maybe even to the point of tears. It is as you say. Why is that when I look at your face, I feel not the faintest hint of joy? The only thing that comes to mind is my anger towards you, and the words that must follow. I see. Now then, you dragged everyone in the institution into a huge pandemonium. How do you think this can be reconciled? I'll be more careful next time. Next time, you say? What about this time, which caused a big enough tumult to get the police involved? You say that. Seems that the two of us need to have a talk about the future. Oh no, maybe she actually is gonna get pipped. Let's move to a more appropriate location. I fear our talk may take some time. Not as much time as you wasted. Well, I'm glad a wayward ditz of a chief has been recovered at last. Thank you for your help. Please take this as thanks. Serum powder, nice. She's caused us no end of trouble. We'll work it to the bone to make up for it. She'll reap what she's sown. Feel a little sorry for her. After all, you can't avoid the consequences. Being surrounded and questioned by angels wearing lab coats. I'd gladly take her place. Anyway, we finished the support request. Shall we head back? You guys did us a huge favor. Thank you. Glad the chief was unhurt. Cecile's gentle smile. Just like an angel. The chief may be more of a klutz than Cirone. That's a big claim. Alright, so let's see. We also need to go to the cathedral. Now, what direction is the cathedral? Let's see here. Where is the cathedral? It's not labeled. Yeah, I mean, you have a bunch of locations. You have a bunch of locations, but nope. The church is directly outside of Crossbow City's northern exit. Word. So I just gotta go north, young Bannings. Report. More deeps. And there is no combat involved. Right, I keep on going to the administrative district. I should be going to the residential district. Because the west... Yeah, the west street is the west exit. Alrighty, let's see. Who has my good stuff? Who has the green? Welcome to Crossbell Cathedral. What, may I ask, brings you all here today? You're Archbishop Geralda, correct? We're here on a special support mission. Oh, on duty, are we? You received a request from the doctor in charge of internal medicine department at Ursula Hospital, Dr. Lago. We want the lupinus grass. He asked us to retrieve it instead. You said Dr. Lago, yes? This is the first I've heard of such a request. That's gotta be some mistake. Reason for this is quite simple. I made it my prerogative to ignore every letter sent by this doctor of yours. What? But why? That's no business of yours. Besides, I've already sworn upon the goddess to uphold this solemn vow. Hey Lloyd, some tells me Dr. Lago isn't exactly giving us all the details. They have a rather complicated relationship. Kinda puts us in a tight spot, doesn't it? Still, we accept the doctor's request. It's our duty to follow through no matter how difficult the Archbishop may be. Excuse me. Informing Dr. Lago that he intends to use the herbs for internal medicine research. Considering how renowned St. Ursula is at a medical institution, I'm sure those herbs will go a long way to helping future patients. You don't intend to ask any personal questions about you and the doctor's relationship. However, despite your differences, is it not at all possible for you to let Dr. Lago have some of the lupinous grass? Seems as though you four have misunderstood me. When did I say I wouldn't hand over the herbs? Nanny, you will find the lupinous grass in my office, toward the back of the sanctuary and to the left. If you tell Father Renton that you have my permission, he should supply you with the grass without problems. This conversation has reached its end. Now go! Well then. That took a lot less convincing than I was expecting. Did we actually convince him to do anything in the first place? Sounded like he intended to give it to us anyway. I'm still confused about the whole ordeal. Would it not be wise to pick up the lupinous grass before he changes his mind? We should. The office in the back left. How can I help you? This is the office of our Bishop Aralda. You can't simply barge in here. Oh, sorry about that. A special support section, CPD, you see. Yada-da-da-da-da. Ah, I see. You've already have the Archbishop's approval. Wait just a minute, then. One sample of lupinous grass. If you've wondered about the name lupinous, it's actually an old word meaning wolf. And this particular herb has a fascinating history. It's said that it was gifted to mankind by the divine wolves a long time ago. But once we found in abundance, the recent development has caused it to become scarce. I remember my grandfather telling me the same story when I was little. Really? I never knew about it. That just raises another question. If the grass is so rare, why would Archbishop Aralda just hand it over like this? Can't say I understand it either. I get the vibe that he's not the biggest fan of Dr. Lago. Dr. Lago, even. I admit I am at least a little curious about this apparent drama between them. Oh, you're talking about the bad blood between Archbishop and Lago? It's not really a secret around here. Before he was a doctor, Lago was originally studying to be a priest at this very cathedral. He was a white mage, now he's a scholar. Or an alchemist. Dr. Lago wanted to work in the church? Nothing strange about the notion, actually. When it comes to internal medicine, even the most cutting-edge medical science isn't too far off from healing techniques the Sepsian Church will often study. This is true. The church is known for its research into medicinal treatments and the like. But why exactly did Dr. Lago leave to join the medical college? Supposedly, he was scouted out by the hospital's director at the time. Despite learning everything he knew about general medicine from Archbishop Aralda, he also had a strong ambition to take on the challenge of modern medicine, so he ended up leaving the path of priesthood. The Archbishop tends to be a bit hard-headed, so he's had trouble forgiving Dr. Lago for leaving the path of the clergy. I get that. Lago's probably felt like a stab in the back. Well, stubborn as the Archbishop may be, he knows when it's important to set aside his personal feelings for the greater good. The fact that he allowed you to have these herbs is a prime example. In other words, though he may scowl at the mere mention of Dr. Lago, he at least still has respect for his abilities as a physician. So from what I'm hearing, those two do not have a complicated relationship after all. They, in fact, have an obnoxiously complicated relationship. Reasonable? Isn't that a bit too Tio? Either way, in the end, we got what we came for. Let's go on and deliver these to Dr. Lago before doing anything else. Alright, back to the hospital. And this should be the end of all of our support requests. And we should be able to go move on with the story and see wherever it is the justice. Oh, are we going to meet the Fulbright voice man? Dr. Lago is where again? This is Gailey. Yep. Oh, back already? Did you get the lupinus cross like I asked? Yes, sir. Would you mind checking out everything's in order? And lupinus grass. Yes, this is exactly what I needed. You have my thanks. Now, well, I'm sure the Archbishop told you some stories about me, didn't he? No, nothing in particular. Apparently, you did not even open the letter you sent, Doctor. I knew it. Never received a reply, so I figured he must not have bothered to read it. So, the whole thing about him agreeing to the deal was a lie. Well, wasn't easy getting this stuff since we came with no appointment. I truly am sorry about that. It's hard to talk about these sorts of things. Due to our strained relationship, I turned to the special support section to go in my stead. That's the truth. One of the priests there filled us in. Despite his stubbornness, I'm almost positive that Archbishop Aralda approves of the path you chose, Dr. Lago. Is that so? You know, I've always respected him. That much has never changed. Someday, when medical care has progressed and become more accessible, I'll meet with him to apologize and thank him for all he's done. I think you would really appreciate that, sir. Anyway, you've been a great help to St. Ursula. If I need anything else, I'll give the SSS a call. And there we have it. The final support request. Alright, let's see. We're going back to the SSS building. We are self-reporting. Getting our daily dose of Fran. Never too much. What other places have updated their shops? I don't think I had a chance to do any shopping in the previous stream. Looks like my weapons are up to date. Now everybody can own engineer boots. Self-reporting. Sounds sus. Precisely. I heard the Among Us show was actually decent. Can't verify. I just have to see where it's streaming. Fine sandals and flower pumps. Not for me. The perfect tail. How do you attach it? How do you think? Nope, nothing new over here. By far. You forget 1,000 things every day. Yeah, I hope this is one of them. Is that true? Or is that a quote from something? Yeah. Looks like we're all done with our support requests. I guess we can move it on. We're going to the IBC. Alright. Damn. This place never fails to amaze me. You know, now that I get a good look at the IBC logo, that's actually kind of clever. That they're all circles that are hollowed out to create the letters in IBC, and the I is negative space. GTA 5, I see. I learned about a quote from GTA 5 before we got GTA 6. Quickly, we need to accomplish as much as we can in our lives. We need to accomplish as much as possible before GTA 6 comes out, because as soon as GTA 6 comes out, there will be nothing left to happen before GTA 6 comes out. Oh, you guess Estelle and Jot, that's right. It's enormous. I guess it's at least 10 stories high. Actually, I believe it's about 16 stories. Apparently, the companies unaffiliated with the IBC are located on the 5th through 10th floors. Oh, really? Interesting. Indeed, they are a significant source of Crossbell's tax revenue. So, what's the plan? We did show up without an appointment, after all. Why don't we try speaking with the receptionist? She may be able to help us. Oh, Ellie? Ernest! I probably already made this joke, but Ernest is one letter away from Ernst. Is that you in disguise, Arios? Fancy meeting you up here. I see you're with your colleagues, so I can only assume you're here for work. Yes, we are. There's something we'd like to look into. Did Grandfather send you here? Ah, yes. I went for a consultation regarding how to manage the office's operational funds. As you know, work will become much busier next month, so I'm trying to get a head start. I see. That makes sense. By the way, Ellie, have you given some thought to what we discussed? Yes, I have. I apologize, but I am not ready to resign from the force just yet. I still haven't truly accomplished my goal. As long as that continues to be the case, I won't ever fully reach my potential. I'm positive that I'd only be a burden to Grandfather the way I am now. Could you answer this at least? Is the road you've taken the only way for you to achieve this goal of yours? Damn! Ernest is asking some real questions. Is this goal even achievable in the first place? If it turns out you're just chasing a fantasy, all of your efforts would be a waste. I won't deny there's a chance of that. However, the knowledge I've gained these last 2 months has broadened my horizons more than I could ever have hoped. I feel myself growing as a person with each new obstacle we overcome. They're called barriers, Ellie. Had I followed your advice and immediately become one of Grandfather's secretaries, I would have missed out on all these valuable experiences. So, I'll have to apologize to you once more. I'm going to continue to work with the SSS as hard as I can until I've reached my full potential. Well, at the very least, you're certain about your path now. Does that mean? Yes, I won't press you any further. What a shame. Just when I thought I'd be able to bring on a capable aide. I suppose I was mistaken, though, Ernest. I have one small request of you. I would like you to attend the Anniversary Festival's own opening ceremony next month. As much as I'd love for your mother to come, we know that won't be happening. I'm sure your grandfather would be terribly disappointed if not even one of his family members showed up. Understood. I'll make sure to be there. Thank you for always thinking of my grandfather, Ernest. Why is Ernest more built than Randy? Either that or he's wearing baggier clothes. Well, we've been with your family for years, after all. I even still think of myself as your teacher sometimes. This is the least I could do. Oh, would you look at the time? I didn't mean to take you all away from your duties. If you'll excuse me, everyone. And please take good care of Ellie. Of course. I get the impression he worries about you a lot, Ellie. Also, what was that about Ernest being your teacher? Oh, that? He tutored me when I was a child. Sadly, we hadn't talked much since I left to study abroad. I assume he intends to become a politician. Correct. I think he plans to announce his candidacy for next year's Diet election. It'll be difficult for him to win, though. I don't think he plans on joining either the Imperial or Republican factions. Ah! So the same thing that burnt out your dad. So he's a politician in the making, huh? Gotta say though, he's pretty built for a secretary. You were foreshadowing. He practiced some kind of martial arts? He's an experienced fencer, if I can recall correctly. I heard that he also serves his grandfather's bodyguard because of his skills. Oh, I see. That explains why he's in shape. Well, 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 what do we have here? Uh-oh. It's the other creature. We meet again, my friends. Oh, you're here too, Grace. What you guys up to? Police business? Do I detect hints of another sensational investigation blossoming? No, not at all. It's just your imagination. We're just here to look into a few things, that's all. Well, if you say so. I'm actually pretty busy myself, so I'll leave you guys alone. For now. Catch you later, bestaroonies. That lady's always marching to the beat of her own drums. She did not hound us as much as she usually does, however. She must be exceedingly busy. I would assume so. She has a lot of ground to cover with the anniversary festival coming up. Be nice if we could avoid having her write another article on us. Well, whatever. Let's head on inside. We still need to see if we can get ourselves an appointment with the CEO. Yes, let's go. Alright, so you said that I need to check in on Estelle and Joshua. This is the fishing guild. Although Estelle could have been in the fishing guild. You! You've heard by now, but Arconceal's newest show is debuting soon, and I cannot wait. Now these tickets in my hot little hands seconds after they went on sale. Opening night can't come soon enough. Whoa, lucky. Sure as hell ain't easy to get such early tickets. Are you also a fan of Elia's, Michelle? I think Comrade in Arms would be a better description than fan. Can't you see for yourselves? Both she and I have been burdened with such unnaturally sinful good looks. As a devotee of beauty who pursues it in all its forms, of course I feel a kinship with my fellow disciple, Elia Platier. Anyone gonna say something? You guys know that was a joke, right? They're in mines? Alright. Let's see what's going on at mines. Which way is mines? North. You agree with whatever Rainey has to say about Grace? Beauty, you say? Rings a bell. Is he actually Phantom Thief B? Everybody is everybody. Alright, where are you? Where are you two? You ain't Estelle. That ain't Falco. There you are. So, you've run your trading company for over 7 years now, Mr. Hayworth? I wouldn't go so far as to call my little business a trading company. My belief is that I should try to conduct business while putting a smile on all my customers and associates' faces. I'm afraid I don't quite meet the typical expectations one might have for a cross-belt trader. Don't say that. I think you're doing good work in Crossbell, Mr. Hayworth. Estelle? What was with this silence, Estelle? Seems the three of them are busy at the moment. We shouldn't interrupt them. Excuse me, you said your name was Estelle, right? Everything okay? We haven't met somewhere before or anything like that, have we? No, of course not. I was just thinking you resemble someone I know, that's all. He looks exactly like the doll she had with her. Wait. he's supposed to look like the fake Papa that Ren was using to fool people. Been such a long time, I can't remember. Ring a bell, isn't that Bravely Default? Yes, yes it is. The goat. But he's real this time, right? Interesting. He doesn't look like Potter Modern. Yeah. I mean, that was when Ren was first introduced. She had fake parents to fool people into thinking she was just a child. And Harold is supposed to look like the dad. The fake dad. Alright, let's go into the IBC. Hello, and welcome to the International Bank of Crossbell. Oh, Miss McDowell. Good to see you again. I see you've brought your SSS companions, too. Thank you for helping us test our new service the other day. Couldn't have reached its current popularity without your efforts. Really? That's good to hear. I'm glad we were able to assist you. We'll be sure to rely on your help again when the time comes. Anyway, how may I help you today? Well, actually, there's something I'd like to ask you, Lanfei. Would it be possible to see Mr. Croy? Oh? You're not here to see Mr. Croy? Right. I'm sorry we don't have an appointment to set up. Oh, you're not here to see Ms. Croy. I gotcha. But even so, we'd still like to meet with him. Is he available today? Actually, it just so happens he's in his office right now. Will all four of you be meeting with him? Yes. We'd like to ask him a few questions regarding a certain incident. Oh, really? Understood. Please wait while I notify him of your arrival. Dang. Leave it to our Mademoiselle to have a free pass into the C-suites. She really is from a different world as the rest of us, isn't she? Yes. Yes. Understand? Understood. I'll send him in. Mr. Croy will meet with you now, Ms. McDowell. May want to review Chapter 3 of Sky SC, and Ren's fights atop the Amberol Tower in Chapter 7, and the Axis Tower in the finale. I'll issue you a keycard for the elevator. His office is on the top floor. Shall we to the elevator then? CEO's office is on the top floor, right? What is that card she gave you? It's just an ID card. Because all the different businesses that operate out of this building, the IBC issues cards to access the appropriate floor. So it's basically a big fancy security system then. Almost feels like they're just using all the latest gadgets just because they can. Well, the IBC spearheaded the Crossbell City portion of the Orbital Network project after all. The scope of the project grew to its current size once the Crossbellian government joined. I have heard speculation that the IBC provides approximately 60% of the funding. I have heard the same as well. I believe the government provides 30%, while the Epstein Foundation provides the final 10%. Incredible. I didn't know they were shouldering more than half the cost. So you're telling me Crossbell's most generous man waiting for us at the top, huh? Mm-hmm. Now then, I'll use the card and it'll take us where we need to go. Aw, man. I wanted to see the other 15 floors, the other 14 floors even. I wanted to run up and down every single one of them. wow. Big building. This view is amazing. Whew. That's a million mirror view. Probably though what it cost them too. I have visited the Epstein Foundation's office in this building, but it hardly compares. The view from this floor is exceptional. I absolutely agree. The CEO's office is at the end of the hallway. I think it'd be rude of us to keep him waiting, after he agreed to meet us in such short notice. Good call. What is with this hole in the floor? Well, not a hole in the floor, but just a decorative... What is this even called? This construction element. Something that allows you to see down below into the previous floors. Is there a name specifically for it? I'm not an architect. Door's locked. This is Belle's room. Can you see the edge of the skybox from up here? Let's see. I don't believe I can. I believe they have their bases covered here. Probably because of the window. You can throw coins down the hole like a wishing well. Well, that's not advisable. That doesn't sound right at all. Uncle Dieter, it's Ellie. Oh, come in, come in. Thank you, sir. Is this him? Is this the man? Man in suit we trust? He sure fits the bill, design-wise. It's your favorite character? Dang. We found your favorite character of the hour. Is this who the Fulbright voice goes into? This is a very important question. If you throw a penny at him, you get a free wish. He'll wish that you hadn't thrown a penny at him. Code Lyoko is coming back. That's incredible. Yes, this is our goat. Well, okay then. Just catching up on a few slumber disturbances. Ahem. Alright, gotta get into it. Except this time it won't be fake. It'll be the real deal, unless man in suit happens to be a fake, or he's secretly evil. Ellie! It's been far too long! Close to half a year, if I remember correctly. That sounds about right. But more importantly, I'm glad to see you're doing well, Uncle Dieter. My apologies for not having scheduled a proper appointment with you. This guy's actually Blue Blanc. I knew it. Everybody is either Wiseman or Blue Blanc. Come now, don't talk as though we're strangers. You're my little girl's best friend. friend, and the daughter of my own good friend as well, after all. You are nothing short of family at this point. Thank you, Uncle. Think nothing of it. Now, I've heard from my dear, beloved daughter that you've joined the CPD. Would these be your fellow officers then? Yes, they are indeed. We're all part of the Special Support Section. Nice to meet you, sir. My name is Lloyd Bannings. I'm Randy Orlando. Tio Plato. How do you do? It's nice to finally meet the three of you. I've read all about you in the Crossbell Times. I am Dieter Croy, CEO of the International Bank of Crossbell. Lloyd, Randy, and Tio, you said? We're all friends here, so don't feel like you need to call me Mr. Croy or anything like that. Just Dieter is fine. He even gets the sparklies. He definitely has that Fulbright energy. Fulbright, All Might, other big people ending in ite. This guy he's good until he gets hijacked brainworms and uses upon the new Crossbell plan. That's when he gets for drinking water directly from the sink in Crossbell. Can't have shit in Crossbell. Were his teeth gleaming just now? They're so shiny, I can smell the mint all the way over here. Anyway, shall we get down to business? I believe you're here to ask me a few questions. Might I ask what they concern? Right. The thing is, we're trying to uncover the truth behind our current investigation, and as of now, I think I understand your predicament. This Yin fellow sent an orb mail from the IBC to your office, did he? Correct. We suspect it was sent from the IBC's main terminal. There's a strong possibility Yin took control of the terminal in order to do just that. I see! I see. To be perfectly honest, I have the utmost confidence in our building's security. Even more so when it comes to the floor of main terminal is on. Only a few authorized individuals can access it as it is. Furthermore, you must have proper authentication to operate the terminal. I know this may be rude of me to ask, but have any employers with the proper clearance been acting suspicious lately? Perhaps a recent hire, or somebody who's been acting out of the ordinary? Not that I can think of. I have the utmost trust in every single one of the employees with access. But that brings me to another thought, Lloyd. Have you explored any other possibilities? For example, what if I was pretending to be this Yin character and I sent you the message? What? You're joking, right? Uncle? Calm down, everyone. It was purely a hypothetical, of course. Could you imagine the headlines if I had revealed that I was, in fact, a legendary assassin? This goes without saying, but reality is hardly ever that outlandish. I don't know about that, Dieter. Right, of course. Bro's self-reporting this early. He really smacked that button and was like, I did it! I am sus! Uncle, I'd appreciate it if you didn't scare us like that, even hypothetically. He is quite the practical joker. I apologize for the fright. However, I would give things a second glance if I were you. If one of my employees was truly responsible for sending you the orb mail, given that only a limited amount of people have access to the terminal, wouldn't it implicate them? I suppose so. That is true. Though I might need to consider the possibility our suspect's not with the IBC. Hey, Tio. The transmission between the IBC and SSS terminals. Would it be possible to mask the location it was sent from? An interesting question. It is possible that the IBC's main terminal was hacked from an external source. Hacked? The hell does that mean? I don't fully understand it myself, but I believe it's a technique used for the unauthorized operation of the terminal, primarily by reaching one's security system. That is essentially correct. Any terminal connected to the orbital network can, theoretically, be accessed by another terminal. You would need to be unbelievably talented and familiar with the technology, of course. People capable of accessing terminals through such means are known as hackers. The orbital network is still in its testing phase, so there's a limited number of places that have access to terminals. But despite these limitations, we have already begun to encounter security issues. Interesting. So you're telling me, not only is this Yin guy some crazy assassin, but he's also one of these hackers? I don't think we should jump to conclusions, though we should consider the possibility that the orb mail was sent from elsewhere. Well, I truly hope this situation is resolved without me having to doubt my loyal employees. More importantly, it poses a serious problem if the main terminal has been hacked. I have an idea! Would you like to enter the terminal room and investigate it for yourselves? Seriously? Are you sure that's okay? Of course! You may be able to find evidence of hacking if you examine the terminal itself. I'll have the staff down there assist you, in case you have any questions. That would be incredibly helpful, sir. Thank you, Uncle. We really appreciate it. My pleasure. Besides, as CEO, this is an issue I can't afford to overlook. And I must say, Ellie, I get the impression your days have been quite fulfilling as of late. Pardon? I had my reservations when I first heard that you decided to join the CPD, but it does seem like a job that will net you some very valuable real-world experience. So please, allow me to aid you in any way I can. Uncle dear, it's reassuring to hear that from you. I'm glad. Oh, and one more thing. Speaking with the four of you face to face, I see even more potential than I did reading the articles about you. Standing up. Uh-oh. Things are getting serious. We're hearing the intro. I'm sure you've realized this already, but Crossbell is plagued with a rather unique set of problems. And I'm sure Ellie is painfully aware of this as well. I believe that the most significant problem we face as a society is that justice has lost all substance. It has become a shadow of its former self. What do you mean, sir? Could you elaborate, please? The idea, the very concept of justice, has become nothing more than an empty vessel. Lip service, if you will. He said the thing, justice. In justice we trust. Not injustice, but injustice. Everyone has their own perspective, of course. Some even scoff at the mere mention of it, claiming there's no such thing as justice. Whatever their opinions, however, one truth remains. Humankind are creatures that will, to our dying breath, chase after the ideal of justice. But why is that? Justice is the foundation of society, something that people can believe in. If criminals were not bound by that justice we call law, people would isolate themselves in the safety of their own homes, never to venture out into what they see as a dangerous world. If that were the case, any hope of a functioning society would disappear. While justice has become somewhat ambiguous in Crossbell, we still manage to live our lives. Maybe so. Political corruption, the criminal underworld. Even if the police cannot tame them, the economic prosperity we currently experience allows our citizenry to live their lives in relative comfort. Petty crime is at an all-time low because of it, but an unseen evil still spreads across our land. And sensing it, people seek justice. From the very core of their being, they silently cry out for it. Because no matter what shape or form justice takes, people will always pursue it, just as they pursue the security that comes with society itself. And that is precisely why Crossbell's bracers experience the popularity that they do. Oh, put the safety of civilians above all else. They certainly do seem to be allies of justice. Ain't that the truth? I'd already gotten the feeling Crossbellans worship the guild way more than any other country does. Yes, it certainly does make sense. The extent to which bracers can exercise justice is severely limited, however. As they are, it is simply impossible for them to resolve the injustices of this city. They are a bandage at best. That is why I expect great things from you. You may be the lasting cure Crossbell needs. What? So you're telling us we need to start taking down the bad guys in place of the bracers then? Oh, were it only that simple. No, that's not what I intend for you. It's clear to me that you four are pursuing justice in your own way. And I think it's important you demonstrate that to the people so they can see it for themselves. Oh, justice still lives on in Crossbell. You want us to give people a reason to believe that? Exactly! And for that reason, every article that the Crossbell Times publishes on the Special Support section is vital to your success. You may still be young and inexperienced, and you may make mistakes from time to time, but I believe everyone will notice your earnest pursuit of... Chat, let me hear it. Any more water? There you go. Justice! There'll be some who don't take you seriously, yes? However, I sincerely doubt there will be many among Crossbell's citizens who will oppose your work. In fact, I think quite a few people have already begun to place their hopes in the SSS, even if they may not show it quite yet. Man, the title theme is great for this talk. Dieter is basically vindicating everything we believe in. Look at me, delivering a passionate speech in the heat of the moment. Let's return to the issue at hand, shall we? I believe I was about to give you permission to go and inspect the terminal room. That's right. Yes, really appreciate that. Where should we go to gain access? Let me see. I have access, and normally I would gladly escort you there. But unfortunately, I have many matters to attend to once our meeting is finished. Oh, our apologies. We didn't mean to take up so much of your time. Not at all, Lily. I quite enjoyed our chat. Shall I have one of my employees take you? That won't be necessary. Who's she? Belle? Ah, so you've returned! Yes, Father. I just arrived moments ago. I see. Should I give her the same inflections as Dieter, or make her a normal person? Not the deep voice, but just kind of like a Dieterette. It's fairly obvious why he instantly became a favorite of yours. Yep, I can see it too. Anyone who fits the Fulbright voice is gonna become a favorite of mine also. Ironically enough, aside from Fulbright, well, while we knew him as Fulbright, he was my favorite, and then bad things happened. I see. You see Belle doing the Naga Ojo-sama laugh? I got you. Yes, Father. I just arrived moments ago. It's been too long, Ellie. Look at that full-on hugging animation. They didn't just motion between the arms to go up like this robotically. Ellie's actually leaning into it. Cut it out, Belle. How long has it been? 2 months? 3? Have you gotten thinner, Ellie? Have you been eating right? We can always fix that. No problem. I also see that your arms and legs have shaped up nicely too. Very impressive. Alright. Between whatever Wazia's going on, Ilya, and now young blonde woman, this is a great game to play for Pride Month. It's only natural that I build some muscle, given our daily routines. Because of that, I may have actually gained a few pounds, believe it or not. Oh, is that right? Ooh, now that you mention it, I can feel all this new muscle. It feels amazing! I must say, it suits you well. Belle. She's old, isn't she? Thank you, Idios. I will treasure this moment for the rest of my life. I get the impression their relationship transcends your ordinary friendship. Ah. Maria Belle! I know how much you enjoy your special brand of touchy-feely reunions, but I think that's enough for now. After all, our guests are quite busy today. Oh, my apologies. Everyone, allow me to introduce my friend. Yeah, friend, that's what we're calling him. Adol would approve of your new lifestyle. What's that in reference to? This is Maria Belle Croy, Uncle Dieter's daughter and my best friend. These are my colleagues, Belle, Lloyd, Randy, and Tio. Now, enough with the introductions. I'd much rather inspect them myself. Huh? I see. What? Can I help you? You passed here! You're as cute as a button! And you two fail! Miserably! Why? Well, I'm cute as a button too! Cuter even! The thought of you, Meiji Mutts, being by my dear Ellie's side day in and day out is revolting! That would have been a perfect art role. The goddess herself must be signed. No sobbing at this tragedy. Absolutely unacceptable. Boy, Belle. You're gonna be absolutely crestfallen when you realize just how close Ellie got to being overcome by Lloyd. We love Wazzy and Belle. Gonna love a certain Shirley come azure. Won't be meeting her this month. Are we even gonna be finishing this game this month? You think Lloyd should get with Belle after Reverie? Really? I guess they undergo some development. Did you just call us mutts? Calm down, Belle. And what's with your outfits? They are far too casual for someone of Ellie's pedigree. You could at least have the decency to wear an appropriate suit. My outfit? Well, these clothes make traveling easier. Like when we have to take a hike through the mountains or cross difficult terrain. Did I ask for your excuses? You see, Ellie, this is exactly why I didn't want you to work for the CPD. Why couldn't you have worked for me instead? It would have been much more worthwhile to use your time and talent. I've always wanted you under me. What? That's enough, Belle. Well, my office has certainly become a lively place. You're all about the same age, so I'm glad to see you're getting along well. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time for me to stop putting off my next appointment. Could you show our guests to the terminal room, Belle? The terminal room? The terminal room? Why do they need to go there? You can ask them for the finer details. Farewell, everyone. It was a pleasure. In justice we trust! Oh. A tactical retreat if I've ever seen one. Oh, father. If you're ready, then could you lead us to... Hey, I wasn't finished with you yet. You there, with the fiery red hair and that loud orange coat. Do you honestly think that's acceptable? A built physique like yours demands to be shown off in a suit, like a real man. Oh, me? Once again, the SSS are imposing on another man in his office with an unnecessary conversation. This one's on Bell. Yep. Sorry to disappoint, but suits just ain't my style. I'm more into the casual look. Fits my effortless swagger better. Don't worry though, I may be a ladies' man, but I'd never tried to seduce Mademoiselle on a romantic moonlit light. You know, like my man Lloyd here did. Oh dear. Hold on a second. Oh, that's great. She is so flabbergasted. Excuse me? I should not be that loud at near reset time. Randy? Why? Why are you like this? Can you not say it in such a misleading way? I fail to see what exactly about the description was misleading. Besides, your mood has improved dramatically since that night. Tio, please. Oh, come on, Tio, not you too. Oh dear. She's about to one-shot me. She's using her ass-craft. Ready your Phoenix Downs. Lloyd wasn't. Lloyd wasn't it? Care to elaborate on your friend's little story? Because there's something I'd like to know. What vile, treacherous things have you done to my sweet innocent Ellie? I haven't done anything to her. I just overcame her barriers. And then Lloyd was thrown out the window. Ellie, would you please back me up here? I'm losing oxygen. I think I understand the situation now. Shall I show you the terminal room then? That would be lovely, Belle. It's not too much trouble. Oh, of course not. I'd do anything for you, Ellie. I'll even throw him out the window a second time. So, have we cleared up that misunderstanding? Whatever. I'm over it. So, you're the special support section. I'm curious to see what you're capable of, and whether or not you can prove to me that you're worthy of being Ellie's colleague. Okay. Why is she only directing this at me? They're gonna start talking about Michigan, the epicenter of Gilbert's nuclear blast, I see. You're saying you can see the seeds of an interesting relationship. Hey. Lloyd is probably just like Spike Siegel. He doesn't know it yet, but he probably likes a woman who can kick his ass. Man, you definitely just got straight to the top of her shit list. My condolences. I think you've had enough fun, Belle. Could you show us the terminal room now? Of course! Follow me! The terminal room is down on floor B5. Shall we board the elevator then? In justice we trust! She's a real piece of work. I promise she's not a bad person. It's just, I sometimes can't be sure if she's being overbearing or overly enthusiastic or both. She and her old man sure make quite the intense duo, don't they? I suppose that's to be expected from the family that owns the famous International Bank of Crossbell. Now you want her office? Oh, that's my private room. Would you like to join me for some tea? It'll be my treat. We're a little busy right now. Mind showing us the terminal room first? Right this way, then. Ah, she's in the party! Come on. I want her to be a fully fledged party member. I want her to throw rocks and reach level 25. I want her to be the strongest party member. Gotta do a lap around the floor. You can see, see he's been interesting. Yin, was it? What exactly is his objective? We haven't been able to come to a conclusion yet, unfortunately. Got any new thoughts on the situation, Lloyd? I'm sure you probably figured out a thing or two already. I do, actually. I was wondering if perhaps the threat letter and the orb mail were in truth written by two different people. Nani? I'm not sure I follow. It's pretty simple. The threat letter phrasing is odd, but straightforward. Meanwhile, if you recall the orb mail... Yep, very florid. The orb mail is written with an old-fashioned diction. Wouldn't you agree they read nothing alike? I see your point. Now that you mention it, yeah. I was so shocked by the content of the orb mail that I failed to notice. And what do you make of all this? A few possibilities come to mind already. For example, what if Yin doesn't operate alone? His accomplice could have sent us the orb mail, or perhaps Yin intentionally wrote the two messages differently to throw us off. I'm sure there are other possibilities I could list too, but frankly, it won't help us much to keep throwing out theories at this stage. Well put. How interesting. Come again? We're almost there. Welcome to B5F. This floor houses the IBC's main terminal. The terminal room is right down the stairs. You really spared no expense securing this place, did you? Of course. We are considering storing all of our clientele's data down here eventually. But since our safeguards against hackers are a bit thin at the moment, we have to put that plan on the back burner for now. That makes sense. We could have a national scandal in our hands if client data were to leak. Like fine wine! That's correct! And for that reason, we're still in the development stages. Ooh. Why do they go so hard on the terminal room? I mean, they went hard on the entire soundtrack, but this is terminal room. Nothing you can say about KH3. It easily is your favorite rendition of the Ultimate Weapon Keyblade and form and function. Nice. Nice gaming setup Dieter has down here. Hell yeah. How many monitors is that? You got 1, 2, 3 at the desk, and then you have 4. No, 4 monitors set up. You got 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th one is right up there. Doing it Calliope Mori style. Wow. This is some mind-blowing stuff. It's like I'm looking at the future itself. You guys really have the most bleeding-edge tech you can get crammed into this one building. This is the latest model of information processing system developed by the Epstein Foundation. I believe Liberal's high-speed cruiser also utilizes a similar system. Oh, you must be referring to the famous Sail! Ah, Sky Trilogy referenced. The systems they use are essentially the same, but there's one major difference. We've increased the processing power several-fold to handle the vast network of information. Incredible. Lady Mariabelle? Hello, ma'am. Hello to you as well. I trust the project is proceeding smoothly. Of course, all thanks to your continued support. Our recent simulations are proving to be extremely successful. Sorry, who exactly are they? They're with the Crossfell Police Department. Oh, by the way, there's a possibility that our main terminal has been hacked into by an external source. Nani? No, wait. He didn't say nani, he said eh? Wait. Yeah, we need someone to remix that right now. Although, there are plenty of face faults in this game. So, Researcher Clay's is not that special, but I've just been paying attention to voice clips more in this entire stream. Hacked? Well, Tio, mind explaining the situation to them? Yes, allow me. Exotic butters. Yes. We need a remix, just like Exotic Butters was. A landmark moment in gaming history. Tio adeptly explained the situation using complex terminology to the researchers. Somebody hacked into the network. I can't deny that the possibility exists, but I'm in total disbelief that it actually happened. No, this should be impossible. Bacana! I refuse to accept that somebody out there could hack into our system this easily. If you're going to be this adamant, then we'll have to assume that one of you two sent the old mail. So, which one of you two is Yin? Cough it up. But no, neither of us is Yin. It must have been the hacker then. The two of us are so worthless, there's only that explanation. He's being pretty hard on himself. Almost reminds me of Elia. Guess we know who holds the whip here at IBC. The Special Support Section's terminal received the old mail around 3 a.m. Be a doll and look through the logs around that time period, okay? Yes, ma'am. We'll look through them right away. Here it is! The Ormail's encryption algorithm was cracked right under our noses! It's as we thought. Seems like the pretty solid evidence to me that our hacker's coming from outside the IBC. The Ormail's encryption algorithm was cracked right under our noses. How did you not know that until now? Shouldn't there have been alarms for that sort of thing? Or is it really that sneakily done? I'll trace your point of access. Okay, the point of access is no good. I lost it. So, we still have no idea where the hacker managed to enter the system from. Right, whoever this is, they know what they're doing. They managed to get rid of any trace they'd ever tampered with the system. Okay, then that would make sense. If they went on in, and they're just like, you never saw me, and then bounced out, no alarms would be set. Although, why would they find that much, though? Like, why is there anything to find? Most I can confirm with complete confidence is that they used the terminal somewhere in the city. Yeah, good. Really good. May I use the terminal for a moment? Eh? But... Go ahead, sweetheart. Tio, was it? You can tinker with our system as much as you would like. Thank you. I will begin then. How many analyses are there going to be in this game? Aeon system activate. Huh? Tio? Oh, she's activated her headset's RGB. It's game time. Attempting real-time control by multidimensional analysis, analyzing all terminal logs, examining all suspicious logins, leaving traces of concealment. She's amazing! What is this insane processing speed? Please support me, you two. Accessing all cross-build terminals via administrator privileges. I am transferring any suspicious logins to you, so please examine them for me. Right, we can handle it. Ellie, are you following any of this? No, not in the slightest. Glad to hear I'm not the only one who's completely in the dark here. Now I see. Tio is an Orbital staff user. Oh. Now I see. Tio is an Orbital staff user. While that impressive piece of technology allows for instantaneous use of Orbital arts, it seems she's found a way to use it as a conduit for augmented control of terminals. You understand what's going on? Belle did study orbital engineering at the Epstein Foundation, so I'm not surprised. You could say I know a thing or two about orbital technology. It looks like they're just about finished. Oh, hey. Have either of you found anything? All the logins on my side look clean. How about you, Clay? Bingo. Bingo. Yeah, you could say bingo easily. Bingo! I got it! Control Terminal 8 in the Geofront's B sector. Oh. We going down to the Geofront? We're going to the site that has much higher level monsters. We detected an unauthorized login from there. The Geofront? So, a little rat snuck around in that area right near Station Street, huh? You're mistaken. That location leads to Geofront's A sector. The terminal accessed by the hacker was in Geofront's B sector. Looks like it's somewhere underneath the northwestern part of the city. The northwestern part of Crossville City? That should be the residential district and the entertainment district. What should we do, Lloyd? I say we head there immediately. City Hall should be responsible for all Geofront access, if I remember correctly. Let's start by asking the receptionist if we can borrow the key for that sector. Sounds like a plan. Let's get moving. It seems the truth of this case is nearly within your grasp. I certainly hope so. We couldn't have done it without your cooperation, Maria Belle. Thank you, Belle. You two as well. Us? Oh no. You really didn't think this girl is the real champion. She sure is. Great work, Tio. Can't pretend to have any idea what you did, but you helped us, without a doubt. Good job, Tio. That's our Tio, Tot. She always pulls through for us. I don't believe I did anything extraordinary. Besides, I'm a member of the Special Support Section too. It's the least I could do. Not extraordinary, she says. I have a proposition for you, Tio. How would you and Ellie like to come work for me? Come on, Belle, cut it out. You trying to poach her talent? I'd kind of prefer if you didn't. We need the whole team together, you know. Oh, settle down. I was just kidding. Anyway, you've managed to solve the case. Once you manage to solve the case, do you fill me in on the details? I'll leave that car key in your hands for the time being. It will give you access to the top floor, as well as this one. Make use of it as you like. Thank you, Belle. I'm sure you'll have some side quests to do here. Now, if you'll excuse us. Ladies and gentlemen, that just about does it for tonight. So thank you for joining me on this leg of the journey. Glad you had fun. You're very welcome to the stream. Much appreciated for your blessings and the blorfs. And thank you if you were watching the stream as a VOD, so you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment, ring the bell, join the Discord. It is in the description. You know, when the next stream comes up. Next time, we shall reconvene, and we'll talk to Maria Bell one more time, and then we will go to Town Hall to go back into the Geofront and revisit the sewers of streams past. Either that, or I will be sick. One or the other, 50-50. Until then, game out.